Folks, what I just saw tonight right there is something that nobody should ever have to see. Nobody. Not even my worst enemy. Okay? Except, of course, for the punk. Reginald Fuckface Jones that did it. Okay? Yeah. You know, I'd like to see something similar done to him, but he's too ugly and not like this little Barbie doll that I just saw laying down in that casket. Okay, a little Barbie doll, a little porcelain doll in that casket, 23 years old. Okay, this is something that no one should ever have to see. Okay, no one should ever have to see that. Okay, this is something that you wouldn't wish on your worst enemy. I'm telling you again, listen to me. Listen to me. That beautiful little Barbie doll, little porcelain doll in that casket with the light green, light blue little shirt, in that casket. This is not something, you know, this is not something that anyone should have to see. I walked into the place, okay, and then I glanced over at the casket from a distance, and I could barely like make out her face, if at all, you know. And I started crying like a child, like a baby, okay. And then I walked over to the casket and looked at her, okay. That's it. I'm not a journalist, okay. I'm not a reporter, so I cannot, and I didn't want to share that picture. I didn't really want to share that picture. But I'm going to try to explain it to you, though. What I saw in that casket right there, all right, is something that no one should ever have to see, not even your worst enemy. Unless they did something like that, you know. Like the guy that did it, he deserves everything that he has coming to him and more. Okay? He deserves everything, and the Georgia will take care of him. That's one thing about those Republican-leaning states, okay? I may be against them in a lot of ways, okay? But they don't play with stuff like this, okay? So he's going to get what's coming to him. Reginald Fuckface Jones, okay? Yes, you know? Folks. So, as I was saying, I walked in, signed the book, and picked up the little flyer. I showed it to you earlier, the little memorial brochure, okay? And then I glanced over, and I could see the casket open, and that little white, snow white face, you know, a little bit of it. Okay, and then I started right there. I lost it. I dropped and I started crying, and all these white people like looking at me like, who's this guy? You know, well, that was my daughter, because that's how people knew Faith in Hallandale, Florida. They knew her as my daughter. All right. Then I walked over to the casket and looked at her. Maybe 1 or 2 minutes max. Okay, and then I went outside, and I ran outside the door to go throw up. You know, no one should have to see that. I mean, it's not the first person that died. It's not the first person in my family that died. I lost my first wife. I told you folks. I lost my mother first. I lost my first wife. Okay, and I don't know because I'm 60 now or whatever. Okay, but I'm telling you, this is not something you ever want to see. You know, this is not something you ever want. That pretty little thing. Okay, she's a doll, and she lived like a doll. She acted as anybody. She was a hard worker, though. Hard worker. 2 jobs, no problem for her. You know, she was trying to be a mature woman from the age of 15. Okay, because well, I guess I'm gonna just leave that because of her personal reasons for here. Okay, I can discuss that at some other point, but you know me. If it's on my mind, I will tell you. Okay, but what I'm trying to say here is this was painful, painful, painful. Such beauty, such waste, such a waste because of a dumb son of a gun. Gotta watch my language because Facebook has been blocking me many times because of, I don't know, what I say or what I post or whatever. And guess what? If they block me again, then I go to YouTube and I just have to get used to that YouTube channel more. But I'm telling you, by the way, my YouTube channel is Marcelo and Company Nicholas. Okay? Marcelo and Company Nicholas. On YouTube, live streaming sometimes. Okay? But that's in case I get blocked here. So you can go over there and I'll definitely make that move so I can share my thoughts with you on that. Okay? But what I'm telling you again is God. Okay? I don't have the vocabulary, uh, 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 the precision to tell you what I just saw. You understand me? What I just saw in that funeral home. Mine. Um, see, you see, I got a bunch of kids out here playing soccer, playing volleyball, playing baseball. Okay, that's what she should be doing in front of the hotel. You know, you see, that's what she should be doing. But no, she's laying lifeless in a casket like Snow White, like Snow White, because of a dumb pig of a man. I wish I could get my hands on you, man. And you know what? And this is not even my own flesh and blood. But she was that close to me because, I mean, I have 4 sons and their girlfriends, hey, they're my daughters, you know? That was painful. When I get my head, all together, I will write and try to maybe do another video and post more pictures and explain to you about her. But that sight today, I'll never forget it. I shall never forget what I saw today. Wow. 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 Of course, Michael, my son, he couldn't take it. He couldn't take it. He just like, he started crying, then he went to the car and he just couldn't stay. We had to take him back to the hotel, you know? My Lord, my Lord, my Lord. Why? And you see the ugly face of that MF, that pig, that no good son of a gun, that jerk, okay, that gang banger, or whatever. What, you know, you know. We all have our limits, you know. I mean, I'm the nicest person you'll ever meet in this world, but with something like this happens, I wouldn't want you to be on the wrong side. I wouldn't want you to be on the wrong side of my evil twin, which never comes out, hardly ever comes out. But I know for a fact that I wouldn't want you to be on that side. You know what I mean? Because I could do just about anything. I could do just about anything. You know what I'm saying? This is perfect. Terrible shooting video situation, but yet at the same time, all those kids, mostly girls, playing out here. Okay, you see that? In front of the hotel. Okay? That is what she should be doing. 23 years old. Little Saint, little Snow White, little Barbie doll, little porcelain doll. That's what I saw in that casket. That's what I saw in that casket. And you, who go out there and impregnate women. And you, women, will get impregnated and don't do right by your children, you know? So now I'm supposed to be like feeling sorry for you and everything, you know? And I do. But, everyone got their part in it, you know? When you look at terrible things that happen, okay? We all have a little bit of blame. I take a little bit of the blame in it myself. Because I told my sons that I didn't want any child out of wedlock. I didn't want them to have children before age 3. Well, now I wish Michael had 5 children with her. Did you hear what I said? I wish that my son, Michael, would have had like 5 children with Faith by now. You know, again, I'm not being like a hypocrite. I always say it is what it is, but at the same time, I always say that there are exceptions to every rule, and that was one of the exceptions to the rules. This girl right there, she should have given me my grandchildren, some grandchildren. She wanted them, she wanted them desperately. But, see, that's my blame in it, because, I taught my children from my experience, from my life experiences, that, it's better for you as a young man. I have 4 sons, okay? It's better for you as a young man not to go out there and start impregnating young women and having children out of wedlock. Okay? You should be, you know. Yeah, but this was like nothing I've ever experienced before. Nothing that I've ever experienced before, and nothing that I would wish on anybody, except not even on my worst enemy, except maybe on the person that actually did something like this. Exception to every rule. Exception, exceptions to every rule. Yeah, yeah, folks. Holy moly. I don't know. You could think whatever you want, and I don't. I mean, you're free to think. It's a free country. Think whatever you want. Do whatever you will, but I'm telling you what I felt, I'm telling you what this week has been like, you know. After having a conversation with her last Saturday, at which point I told Michelle, let Faith know that, hey, I'll come pick her up anytime she wants. Bring her back to Florida. With her children. At least for a visit. And she never said anything about like she was afraid for her life and this pig was violent or anything like that. She never said that. There's a pig. A pig. A pig. I don't care. I do not care what anybody. Your friends. He has sisters. He has brothers. He has gang members like him. He has like whatever. Okay, I don't care what you think. You understand what I'm saying? I do not care. You are an animal. And if your family are defending you, they are the same as you. Animals. Wild animals. Okay? Wild animals. And wild animals should be put out of their miseries. You understand what I say? Wild animals need to be put out of their misery. And that's what I hope for you, sir. Fuckface Reginald Jones. I hope that state of Georgia will put you out of your misery. Because you're a miserable SOB. You understand me? Take it whatever way you like. I don't care what your family, or anybody else thinks. I don't care at all whatever you want to think, you want to feel. Do whatever you like, feel whatever you like. That's none of my concern because you don't exist for me. You're nothing but dirt to me. You understand? Dirt is more valuable to me than you. Okay? At least dirt, I can grow some flowers on it. But there's nothing I can do with you. Pig. Okay? Put me through that situation. Convicted felon. She was young. Okay, I'm not making excuses for her because I am not one to, I don't like excuses, but on our own since about 15, with Michael and Michael's mother, all right, and wanted to have her own house, her own life, her own children, okay, get into that sort of attitude, and she was even probably thinking of this pig as her baby, this pig as her baby. You're a pig, sir. You don't deserve to be called sir. You're an animal. I'm mad. I'm more than mad. This was a hellish week for me. And I wasn't even a biological parent to Faith. I wasn't. Just people knew her as my daughter. And every time somebody mentions to me that, oh, she was like your daughter, Marcia, and then I start crying. Okay? See, this is what this animal did to me. This punk, fuck face Reginald Jones. That's what he did to me. Okay? And so, I hope they would let me pull the switch on you when it's the time. Oh, you know what? I preach nonviolence all the time. I preach, I say forgive, But there are things that cannot be forgiven. I'm not God. I'm not here to forgive everything. This is not my job. Okay, this is above my pay grade. This is above my pay grade. You understand what I said? Uh-huh. I'm against the death penalty in some cases. I'm for it in others. I would be for it in this case. The reason I'm against the death penalty in some cases is because I know some innocent people end up getting it, especially colored people. They do get the death penalty from being the wrong place, the wrong time, the wrong prosecutor, the wrong police department or whatever. Some innocent people have been put to death. So I don't like it in that way. But when we are assured that it is you, when we are assured that it is you who committed the act, okay? Violent act, selfish act, mean, terrible, nasty. Put Snow White in a grave. Yeah, death penalty is too good for you. Death penalty is too good for you. I'm telling you. I pull the switch myself if they give me the chance. And I won't lose any sleep over it at all. I'll put the shot into your veins. I'm not a doctor, so my father was. I'm not the doctor, but guess what? Once they stick that needle in your arm and say push, I can push it too. I'll do it if they give me the opportunity to do it. And when they put you to death, hopefully, okay, I will come. If I'm still alive, I will come and be one of the watchers. I will watch you die. Reginald Fuckface Jones, I will come and watch you die. You know what I'm saying? I'm mad. I am mad. What you've taken away, you cannot give back. No one can give back. And therefore, you deserve to have the same fate. To be taken away and never to come back and never to have the chance to hurt anybody else. First of all, you shouldn't even have been out in the first place because you're a convicted felon. You understand what I said? You're a convicted felon from what I understand. Okay? So, what were you doing out? And how did you manage to get a gun? Okay? On that alone, they should keep you in there for at least 20 years. Okay? But now, I hope they have pictures of that Snow White in that casket, Barbie in that casket, the porcelain doll in that casket, when they sentence your ass to death. And if I'm alive, I will buy the nicest bottle of Hennessy or the nicest bottle of whiskey, and I will come and watch you die. Sir, pig, I will come and watch you die. I don't care. Facebook, you want to cut me off? Cut me off. But this is it. I'm telling you. Okay? There's a limit. This is where Donald Trump is right. I stand against just about everything Donald Trump stands for since he's been in politics. I used to like him before. But in politics, I don't like him. Okay? But one thing he does say that he has his pulse on is this politically correct stuff. It's politically correct. Ain't no politically correct when you kill Snow White. There ain't no politically correct about that. Okay? You're a punk, a nasty pig, a wild animal, and you killed Snow White. Okay? And guess what? I hate you. Okay, and I'm not gonna try to sugarcoat it. No. I'm pissed off. Do you understand? I am pissed off. If I could get my hands on you, I don't think I need to tell you. I don't think I need to tell you where that would go. You know, if I could get my hands on you. But we got a justice system. We got a pretty severe one down here in Georgia. Okay, so convicted felon committing murder with a firearm, okay, which is all illegal, all unlawful, okay? So I'm pretty sure that you're going to get yours, and I'd be just too happy to find out about it. Of course, I know it takes years and whatever, but whenever it does happen, I will still be happy about it. You know what I mean? Will it bring Faith back? No. No, it won't bring her back. It won't bring her back. I watch people on TV many times. I have watched people on TV many times, like hoping for the Supreme Court not to reverse or to stay the execution of a convicted murderer. Okay, especially when there is like sometimes there is some controversy. You can be sure, like like I say, some people have been put to death that did not commit the crime. There is no doubt about that, and that right there is unacceptable. Okay, that is unacceptable. Okay, that is unacceptable. But when they know it's you, we know it's you. Everyone knows it's you, and you admit it's you. Oh yeah, it's an accident. Oh yeah, sure, accident. You pig, it's an accident. Yeah. You've been making accidents all your life. That's how you end up being a convicted felon in the first place. You've been an accident waiting to happen since you were born, since your parents. I don't know them, but I don't imagine that they can be very good parents. Because, I wouldn't, I have 4 boys, I'm not going to put up with no BS like that from any of them. Do you understand what I say? I have 4 boys. I won't put up with no such BS from them. Killing little Snow White, little hard-working, driven Snow White. And then I have to go look at her like a little porcelain doll, a little Barbie doll in that freaking casket. You know what I'm saying? Throw up. Throw up. Lost my manhood, my virility, everything. I couldn't hold it. You know what I'm saying? Cried like a baby in front of all the white folks in there, and they're like, most of them don't know who I am, I don't know. I was just there supporting my son, because he's hurting. He's hurting. Now he's hurting a lot more than he was letting on earlier, but, he's hurting. Okay, so, yeah, folks. Oh, my goodness. You heard what I say? My friends, you just don't understand. I guess some of you do, but my friends, this was rough. This was rough. I lost businesses, I lost women, I lost fortunes, I lost never. This this was by far probably the toughest thing I ever experienced, you know. You heard what I say? And my son, you know, my son, you know, his mother, his grandmother, they are crying. Everybody crying. I mean, how can you not cry? That little angel right there. And she looks like an angel, but she's a hard worker. I'm telling you, I know. I watched her operate for about a year. Then she lived with me in Hallandale, you know, with my son, you know. Folks, bear with me on this. We gotta stop this thing. We gotta stop this thing, you know. These sperm donors, these egg donors. I mean, this is a big subject for me. This is just as bad as cancer. This is just as bad as cancer. You understand what I'm saying? Cancer is a disease, medical disease. Well, this may not be medical, but it's definitely psychological and societal disease. You know, when we're losing these young people, these beautiful young children, okay, to gun violence, you know, that's why we're losing them to over here. We don't have wars here in America, but yeah, some of them do go to, she could have gone into the military and been blown off over there, you know. Well, that happens too, but you know, it wasn't the case. The case was that she was just working last Saturday night, and she called to talk to Michelle, which she hadn't talked to Michelle for about a year. She talked to me around Christmas, Thanksgiving last year. She called me. And then we hadn't heard from her. And then I just happened to be there last Saturday when she texted first, and then she called. And then I said, oh, Faith, I'd love to see you so much. You know, I'll come pick you up anytime you like. If she'd said, I'm afraid for my life, you know, we would have had to jump in a car. I said, I'll rent a car and come get you because my truck is not like, you know, 8 hours driving. I'm not going to drive that truck 8 hours nowhere. I know I'll probably make it, but no. No. I don't need that extra worries for 8 hours. But I probably rented a car and go get her if she said that she was so afraid of that pig, Reginald Fuckface Jones, you know. If she said that, yes, then yeah, you know. Hey, I drove last night here. Driving back tomorrow, you know. See? And then the thing about it, y'all, you know, is this thing about if you only you knew. If you only knew. You know? You have 20/20 vision once stuff happens. Okay, well, you better have it ahead. You better have it before stuff happens. You know, cannot have these young children going out there having babies. Cannot have young children having babies, don't know how to raise the babies, so they make more trouble, more trouble. It's become a societal, generational kind of a problem. We don't need that. We do not need it. All right? I will have more to say on the subject. And on all, because this encompasses more than just one subject. Gun violence, young people dying for no reason, no good reason whatsoever, parents not knowing how to raise children and having children, okay? Yeah. So, okay, if the state said, like, you need some classes before you have children, people would have a problem with it. Well, you know, maybe you do need to have some classes before you have children. You know, maybe you do need to have some classes on how to raise a child before you go or use a condom or use birth controls. Okay, I don't care. I don't care what the Facebook want to do about this or politicians want to do. I'm saying it. What I'm saying. I'm saying what I'm saying. Okay. Maybe. Okay. You should get classes before they allow you to get pregnant. Otherwise, you should be on the birth control. I'm not telling anybody not to have sex. Okay. Now this will be World War III if you tell people they can't have sex. Okay. People want to have sex, they're gonna have sex. You can't stop people from having sex. But okay, having sex is one thing. Okay, making babies, that's a totally different ballgame. All right. Making babies, that is a totally different ballgame. I don't care. I don't care if you think I'm what you think I am. Politically correct, politically incorrect. Call me whatever you like. But I'm telling you straight like it is. It is what it is. Straight up. These people having those kind of children out of wedlock, and these children end up dying. This is the second one I lost like that. You know, but this one was really, really, really close. You know, I lost Christian last year, 2016. Yeah, I lost Christian last year, and I had him living with me for a little while. Picked him up off the street, no father figure, okay. But by that time he was already cooked, you know. His brain was cooked with that flakka, drugs, whatever, you know. It's already cooked, okay. So there wasn't much I could do for him. But Faith was a hard worker. Faith, I'm sure she got bad habits. One of her bad habits was like too nice to everybody. You know? It's like she took in a snake, that Reginald Fuckface Jones, okay? She took in a snake, and the snake killed her, ate her. And now she's getting buried. 23 years old. 23 years old. That is not fair, I say. That is not fair. Okay? Yeah. Whatever you want to think it. But I'm pissed off. Do you understand? I am pissed off. I am pissed off. And then your friends and your family gonna come and defend what you did, or say, "Oh, he's such a nice boy. It's just an accident." No. Convicted felons don't have accidents with firearms. Convicted felons are not supposed to be in possession of firearms. Okay? I didn't make the law. This is not my law. It's been there before I was probably born. This is not my law. You know, I just follow the law just like everybody else. You know? But guess what? If they give me a chance to have my way with you, mister, okay, that one time I wouldn't follow the law. Because I would do what felt right to me to do to you. You pig. Okay? Watch this every time. I wish your family would record it for you. And you can watch it regularly. You know? Until the day that they actually lay you down on that gurney, so they can put that acid and poison in your veins, okay? And I would gladly push the syringe, push it into your bloodstream if they give me the chance to do it. And I'm not a bad person. I'm a lover, not a fighter. But you know what? There are exceptions to every rule. And this is like one of the rules that was broken right here by you killing my Snow White. Pig. You understand? I have no concern whatsoever about what happens once I finish telling this story right here. Once I end this program tonight, I have no concern because I would have said what was on my mind. And guess what? Sometimes that's the only thing you need is to just get it off your chest. You know what I mean? Get it off your chest. And I'm getting it off my chest right now. You know? I would love to pay you back for what you did, you pig. You know what I'm saying? I was there, growing up. I was there. And now, from now on, I will never take it as lightly when I watch people on TV, okay, who've been victimized by murderers, by gangbangers, criminals, you know, I will understand a lot better because I would have been there myself. Okay, like I said, this wasn't even my biological child. This was just like my son's girlfriend. My son's girlfriends, I've always thought of them as my daughters. But this one was close because she was with my son the longest out of all my sons. They never last a year with anybody. This one was like probably 4 to 5 years, if I'm correct, you know. And on top of that, they lived with me for a year. You know, so, so this is like as close as it gets, you know. This is as close as it gets. Oh, my friends, please don't forget them. There is a fund, you know, there's a fund. Somebody made a GoFund or whatever it is, okay, about like raising money for her children, okay, 2 children, Maya and Alex, 2 years old and maybe 6 months old. Okay, so yeah, you guys did a pretty good job raising about a little more than $5,000 for her in less than a week for the funerals and all that. Okay, but please don't forget about the children. Don't forget about my little Snow White's children. You know. You know what I mean? This is what I'm letting off my chest tonight. Young children like that should not be dying. 19, 20, under 25 years old. Christian was like 19, gonna turn 20. Faith was just turned 23 or just about to turn 23, and they're gone. Gone forever. All right? So I'm never going to look at this again in the same way. Never. Okay? And I hope, as they say, that the state of Georgia provides him, Reginald Fuckface Jones, the punishment that he deserves. Convicted felon with a firearm. Oh, I shot her by mistake. Oh, yeah? Okay, well, you were a mistake waiting to happen the whole time, probably from the day you were born, because you didn't have parents raising you properly to know that there are things to do and not things not to do. One of which was not making children that you can't raise for yourself. And another one was killing people that you're going to create yourself. When I say I'm pissed off, I mean I'm pissed off. Okay? Again, when they do give you that death penalty, which I certainly do hope they give you, okay, I will be more than happy. I wish the state would allow a member of the family to push that syringe into your veins with the poison that's going to kill you, or pull the switch on the electric chair to fry you. Pig, sir, you know, I'd love to do it. And guess what? Like I said, I'm a lover, not a fighter. But, you know, everyone has a limit. Everyone has a limit, okay? This is not even my biological child. I keep telling you that. This is only my son's girlfriend for the past 5 years or so. For about 5 years of their lives, because they're close in age and whatever, about 5 years. Okay? And this is how I feel. Now imagine if you excuse my French Facebook, but excuse me. You know, imagine like if this was one of my biological children. 23-year-old. I work. I take care of my children. I don't know about you, you know, but I raise my children. Okay? I make a child, I'm responsible for that child. And I don't not even the woman that gets to carry for 9 months, okay? So, I wish they would give me the opportunity. And I know the state of Georgia will treat you very well. Reginald Fuckface Jones, you know, I'm sure the state of Georgia will take real good care of you. And you pray that they never let you see the light of day outside those correctional facilities. That is a wish for you. I am wishing you well by telling you that I hope that the state of Georgia never, ever let you outside those gates of their correctional facilities. I'll have more to say on the subject. That's it for now. I love you, Faith. God bless you.